G'day everyone. Okay, today we're going to be doing servicing plus a couple of other things. I also want to do the lower control arms on the car. But you know, to do the service, I'm going to do like a how-to so people can get an idea of how to service their own car. First things you've got to do is get the engine warm. So we haven't actually had this being turned on in any of the videos. So here we go. So not a bad note coming out of it, but yeah, we've got to let this heat up and then we'll get into the service. Okay, so first things first is we have to get the car checked up. Okay. That was a bit of a mission. Okay, so what we're going to do before we do that is put the car in a bit of an angle so that way that the oil, the sump plug is on this side, so it comes down like that. Make sure we get all the oil out. So you want to do the oil first, the oil filter, get them out of the way, and then move to the top to do spark plugs. Alright. Alright, we'll let that all drain out. And we'll move on to the spark plugs. Always do these up by hand first. You don't have any risk of cross-threading and then snapping them. Don't want to do them up super tight either. A lot of people tend to do them up too tight. End up with problems. So these are pretty short. We need to do this service a fair while ago, but we just haven't had the time or money. The old girl definitely needed some work. That's the left bank done. Now to the right. Now these are sort of relatively accessible, but if you had like a straight six like in my BMW or in a Falcon, and you've got to move a whole lot of stuff out of the way so you can get to cylinder 5 and cylinder, or mainly cylinder 6, but some cars cylinder 5 as well. And plus you've got to take everything off to get the cover off out of the way anyway. Make sure this is all good and fixed and everything, because hopefully not this weekend coming, but the following I'll be picking up the bike. I need another bike. And that bike will also be getting built on the channel, because it definitely needs a lot of TLC. But that's what I like to do. So once we've got all the spark plugs changed, then we'll move on to getting the oil, putting the oil sump plug back in, and also taking the oil filter out and putting a new oil filter in. And then we'll be able to fill it back up. Alright, that is all the spark plugs. So it's really pretty easy to service a car. Like, there's a lot of things on YouTube. If you want to look stuff up of how to service your own particular vehicle, there's a lot of videos on YouTube for many different kinds of cars. So it's pretty easy stuff. Alright, now oil filter. Ugh. Oh yeah. So some people are a bit foolish and they don't I can't believe people do this, but when you do your oil filter, make sure you take the plastic off and make sure you put oil around the seal as well. That way then when you tighten it up, it doesn't start binding in on itself, and then you don't have a good seal. Alright, let's crack into it. And another thing too, that when you do put these back on, do it by hand. The last thing you need is everything stripped out. Okay, so I wasn't able to get everything done. Wasn't able to get the control arms done. Service is completely done. So I'm going to have to send that off. Normally I don't send things out. I prefer doing things myself. It's very rare that I have to send something out, but I have to do a tool audit. Half of my tools are missing, having kids and stuff like that. So I've got to go through them. I'm missing a lot of tools. So I'm just going to send it off to Mike Davis in Clontarf in Redcliffe. I've gone to them in the past. They've always been great. So if you guys need anything, go to Mike's Davis Automotive. Okay, so I thought we'd just do a sound off on the car. I mean, I've got to have it running anyway. Just let things work through. It's not a bad idea to do. So let's get started. So, it's a nice little note that comes out of this.